The American Cancer Society's slogan is more birthdays. And it just so happens that our Good Morning Tri-State anchor Kathrine Nero's birthday is Friday. As many of you know, Kathrine was recently diagnosed with breast cancer. And she says that her cancer battle makes this year's birthday celebration even sweeter. After a rough few months, she sat down with me to talk about it with the hope that it will help others.
How was your day? Good. Good. All righty, ladies, what you got in your hand? Thank you, George.
Elizabeth and Annabelle are home from school.
Annabelle, is that flower always been on here?
It's their normal school year routine, but their summer wasn't so normal.
I want home a cloud picture, and I will want you to see it. Can I go get it?
Their mom was home, and when she needed rest, they got to spend time with their friends.
They thought it was like a rock star summer.
But it wasn't so great for Kathrine.
Wondering why I wasn't here. Well, here's why. 1 month ago today, my daily routine went out the window. I thought I was going to make it through this. I found out that I had breast cancer. Now, I'm 38, young by breast cancer standards, and I have no family history. So this was the furthest thing from our minds. And after the initial shock, it was time to fight it. And I'm fighting this too. So during my time off, I've had a lumpectomy, some lymph nodes removed, and I'm waiting on the next step, which will likely be radiation.
You may watch Kathrine on TV every morning, but despite what you think, she's a private person. She only made that impassioned plea to keep other women from finding out too late.
I found this lump, and as women, that's our first line of defense. And by talking about it, I hope that it encourages many of you to take those same steps.
What was your first thought?
At first, you're freaked out, and I don't even know what they were telling me. There's a doctor and a nurse navigator, trying to, console you and try to tell you, the prognosis. And I don't remember at first really what I was thinking. I just kept thinking, I need to get out of this room. Yeah. I want to go home.
Kathrine has no family history, which made her first phone call that much harder.
I didn't cry until I told my mom. I called my mom on the phone from the parking lot of St. Elizabeth Hospital. It's not, it's not like this, I couldn't go to her house. I couldn't, walk over there because she, lives in Memphis. And so until you say it, I have breast cancer. It was like,
Kathrine had mucinous carcinoma, a rare form of invasive breast cancer that starts in the milk duct. She was diagnosed on June 11th and had her lumpectomy about 2.5 weeks later. She spent the next week recovering on the couch.
I got up and I got dressed, and my older daughter Elizabeth said, "Oh, Mom, do you have cancer anymore?" And I'm like, "Well, I guess I don't, because I had the lumpectomy." And she said, "I can tell because you're wearing clothes." Like in her mind, because I got out of my pajamas, I no longer was sick.
What do you think you've learned from this experience?
I think that I've learned the importance of relationships in general, from family members to, obviously your kids and your husband, but neighbors and, even viewers, and just knowing that people are thinking of you and have your best interest at heart.
Kathrine shared her story to encourage women to do their self-breast exams and get their mammograms. As she said, we are the first line of defense. The earlier you catch it, the more likely the chance of surviving it. We have information on the self-exam